Okay, guys, hold on a second. Let's see. Come on, YouTube, pop open. Open, 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 open. Here we go. What's up, guys? Hold on, we gotta fix this orientation. Hey, Rome Dog, what's up? How you doing today, bruh? Yep, we're back out here in the garage. Gonna keep working on this. Mm-hmm. How you doing today? Hope you're doing well. Just chowing on some chocolate real quick. Let's see. I feel like we might need to spray some stencils here. Let me see if I can find the stencil that I need to use. Hopefully, it stencils here. Okay. Got a bunch of pattern stencils. Oh, here it is. Just the stencil I needed. My little. Hey, is that the same? Or is this smaller? Oh, it's too late. It's hidden behind there. But somewhere I got this double trouble. Can't even see my. What's going on with my chat? We doing good? I'm doing well, thank you. Oh shoot! Don't tell me. Oh my god! Did I just ruin this brush? Dude, I swear gonna need to get the orange stuff. Hopefully the orange stuff. The orange stuffs. Oh my gosh. That's kind of sad. I've had this brush for a long time. And I didn't clean it thoroughly. I should have brought it in and cleaned it. That means I gotta run in and grab another brush. Ah, fudge. I'll ruin some other brushes. I think, I don't know if Goo Gone would help work to break that down. I'd worry because they're synthetic. feel like my microphone just kicked back in. We were cut off for a sec. Um, got our water. I think, what was I saying? I think Murphy's whatever oil cleaner or something like that might work. Or there's this orange stuff that saw another YouTuber said that they use that helped their brushes out. This, welcome. And Nathaniel, mom is not working for me when I get home. Nice. Thank you guys for joining. All right. So, yesterday we were in the process of creating our ridges or undulations. Undulating. Oh, hey. Wait, this one's the fatter one. I did get some um, more stickers. I see this thing picked up some stickers. So let me turn this fan on because it is kind of warm in here. And where'd our tape go? Rome, you said you have so many elements. It's like the fifth element on steroid. A lot of elements, yeah. That's my problem. I do too much. Sometimes I don't need to do so much. But with this piece requires as much as I can put in there without it becoming overloaded. I'd probably get either an A plus or an F minus if this were a school project. Teachers would be like, I can't believe what you're doing. It's either sick AF or garbage. It's garbage. Sick AF or garbage. Just that's kind of how you gotta think with art. If you look at it as it being both, then it's not a big deal. It's not a big deal what people think. But there is such a thing as good and bad painting. It's good and bad anything. We're not sure yet what this is. Good, bad, indifferent. Let's get another bite of chocolate. Mm, 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 mm. Let me think. Maybe 5 or 6 more of these little fruit roll-ups. 6. Let's just say 6 for just to be safe. Rolling it up like sushi or a big fat spliff. I was I was okay roller at either. Rolling, 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 rolling. Rolling sushi is like rolling spliffs, and rolling spliffs is like rolling sushi. I can't say which one I've rolled more of, but out of my friend group, I wasn't I wasn't necessarily the best, and wasn't surely wasn't the worst. I could hold my own, barely. Yeah, if there was somebody around that was definitely better, you would want them to roll. I know old heads know what I'm talking about. I don't know what these newfangled kids do these days. They just vape it. They just vape, or they dab. They're doing the dabs, the little dabbies. Hey, Doc Goddess, how you doing? Just jumped in. I heard something about rolling and old heads. I'm an old deadhead myself. Nice. Yep, just talking about the good old days. Oh, that's because I'm creating these, and I still want to say baffles, but I don't know if that's the correct terminology for what I'm creating. They're inserts that go behind my vinyl painting, so it creates these ridges or undulations. So I needed a material to kind of bulk it up. So I'm using bubble wrap and painter's tape, and then I have some caulking that I was using uh, last week to uh, when I replaced my kitchen faucet, and then I just didn't need it for anything else, so I figured might as well use it in this project, or else it'll just stay stay in the caulk gun until it dries up. I probably could have found something else um, to use it on, but this was the thing. This was the thing. Hey, Rumpelstiltskins, who dis, what do? Who's on first? What's on second? I don't know. Who's on third? You know that gray pattern reminds me of the city bus floor. You know the anti-skid pattern. Oh, the diamond plate stuff. This the checkered board, or this the clouds. Do they have clouds on your floors in the buses? The floors of your buses, diamond plated, steel plated clouds instead of diamonds. They're clouds. LOL. Where are the gray ones? I don't remember putting gray ones in there. There's the underpainting is showing through, so there are some sections that do have gray checkers, but they're not like the diamonds. They're not like the diamonds. These are more square versus diamond. But I know what you mean. I get what you mean. I get you. Been it's been ages since I've ridden a bus, but um, definitely definitely spent my early years as a bus rat. And I think these were longer than this. So I know. A trim. Oh wait, hold on. Do we trim away the? Yes, we're trimming away the shrimpy end, the little shrimp tail. So how's everybody doing today? The- wait. The side by side Wi-Fi symbol. Where's my Wi-Fi symbol? Where did I put that? I know I have something. Oh, the cloud one. It's uploading to the cloud. Do I need to put a Wi-Fi uh, symbol in here? I'm not sure. The universe has to tell me whether it goes in or not. So, do I take suggestions? I don't know. If the universe is telling me to take the suggestion. All right, so let me check the cocky gun. Is this stuff gonna come out? Might have to trim away some. But you guys, I don't know if you saw, but I ruined my brush. So I was using this brush um, for my golden heavy gel medium gloss medium. Hey, wait, no. We're using the extra heavy gel semi gloss. I didn't want it to be glossy. And I thought I had cleaned out my brush yesterday. And I get in here and I want to loosen it up, and bristles are stuck in certain spots. I'm kind of bummed about that because I think that was definitely one of the many brushes that I inherited from my paternal grandmother, who was also an artist, a painter, and crafter, a a painter of clowns and old rundown barns. What else did she paint? Oh, maybe some landscape. There's a portrait of my mom and me she did. And my mom's like, it looks nothing like you or me. It's more of an idealized um, portrait because um, it it looks more Caucasian than Asian. And my mom is definitely not Caucasian. So me, on the other hand, I could pass, but but I think that's how my grandmother learned. I can't remember the school that she went to. It was like might have been one of those mail in artists like schools. She had harvesting rose petals to make tea and doing watercolor outside. Nice. I am kind of outside that goddess. I'm in my garage. I have the garage door open. So, I'm kind of in the outdoors. I do like working out here versus in my house. I'm getting you're more confused. Don't mind me. Yeah, it's pretty par for the course, Zaru. It doesn't take much for me to get confused. Ruined brush, don't sweat it. brush it aside. Yeah, I think I should go to bed. You gotta keep things lively, Zaru. We take we take dad jokes, but we want to see your card first. We want to see your dad card first. I'm painting. Said this yesterday, but I'm painting with the caulk gun. It'd be kind of cool actually to paint with the caulk gun. I could take one of those empty caulk containers, fill it with paint, and then make beaded lines. I'm sure somebody out there's had to have already thought of that. But that's okay. Here's our here's our other line. We're gonna use our little yardstick. It's kind of got fat down here. I guess I may have measured wrong. Let's get some hydration going. You were just thinking about using your garage for more space. I need to clean some cardboard up though. I just save every single piece of paper product to make something. That got us, you and me both, because right now I have about maybe 4 foot width, but these 2x4s down below here take up some space. That's about how much space from front to back of my garage that I have, because anything behind the camera here are boxes of stuff like bits and pieces that I think I'm going to use in art, um, books, magazines, stuff that people have sent us, a lot of cardboard material, wood, um, all kinds of stuff. And yeah, that takes up about the rest of the garage, which is another 8 feet. I think it's about, no, it's got to be like 14 or 16 feet wide, because I think the garage door might be 12, maybe 11 feet. A lot of junk. Is that crinkle portions signifying or drawing inspiration from those Japanese folding fans? My wife said, uh, kind of like the lights, but it could be fans. I just wanted something. I didn't want this piece to be flat. However I attached it, I didn't want to be completely flat. Just like these other sections. Here, I'll show you guys. Let me grab you off the stand. Grab you off the stand. Panel one. You can see the frog. It's a bastardized puffy sticker, but it's not really a sticker because I stapled it. And it's stuffed with plastic grocery bags and packing peanuts. Materials that we collect. So I don't want to go out and buy stuff when we already have it. So that's that piece. And then the third panel has this vinyl piece that I painted on there, and that's just mashed up onto the panel with adhesive. No filler, no nothing. Just I wanted it to kind of uh, it's the inspiration for this was a uh, thrown away beach ball that's deflated. You find in the gutter, it's all just crumpled up. And I thought instead of nice pristine painting on vinyl, I'd just scrunch it up and attach it. So I kind of wanted something in between these two. And this is what I figured I'd do something a little bit more uniform and wavy or undulating. I guess I didn't put this down far enough. That's okay. But yeah, it's almost like a Venetian blind or those folding blinds or those Japanese lanterns have kind of that pleated thing, or it's signifying since I have all of these kind of alluding to quantum mechanics with the particles waveform. Hey, thank you. This was taken off of old Japanese advertisement for travel, so I borrowed that. Um, I don't know where I originally found it. It might have been something I grabbed off the internet, but hold on. Wait, what's going on? Hopefully that helps. I don't know what, when I unplugged the phone from the power source or if I was moving around too much. Is it still buffering? It should be back now. Sorry about that, guys. When I detached my phone from the power source, it got a little funky. Also, the Wi-Fi out here isn't. It's not catching the Wi-Fi very good. I thought I had an extender, but it's not. I don't know if it functions properly. But I start waving my phone around. It starts to act funny. Well, we put a gigantic trough in between this one, and we had more of a uniform thing going on. Oh well, can't always be perfect. Yes, back. Buffering. Oh, I thought you said you were. I was butterfingering it. You're butterfingering it again. All right, we're gonna just keep. Oh shoot! I did it again. I did. Wait, no, did I? Oh, it's this side that I'm supposed to trim, not the triangle lines. I gotta tape that up. Sorry about that. And thanks for all the likes, guys. I appreciate it. We got 3. I tried Twitch, but nobody was coming around and watching. But then again, digital. I was doing digital art. Nobody on Twitch cares about digital art unless you're doing some super crazy, realistic, photorealistic portrait or something. And nope, that's not what I was doing. I don't know. Maybe it would pop off better if I were doing these streams. But yeah, I should be watching our friend I'm Painting Badly's stream also on my other iPad. He said that part was definitely inspired by Britney Spears. Oops, I did it again. Part, yeah, definitely time to retire. Wait, is it morning? It's like aren't you just getting your day started, Daru? Or is it like the middle of the night? He's talking about go go gadget wiener. No, go go gadget wiener. Wait, is this part of his setup? Is he still trying to figure out what he wants to do? Um, where's my? Sometimes I would play other streams during my stream. It's something to listen to. What's going on out here? Um, all right, we're buffering on his end. I see he's finally adding color. I was wondering what he was doing because I've never seen him start with a grisaille or grayscale. I wonder what got him to start with the grayscale though. That's something new he's trying. Usually he just goes right at it with the color. 6 a.m., man. Your day is just getting started, Zaru. When I lost you, went over to see Badly. He said they invested way too much money into it and that he doesn't like dumb heroes, lol. Wait, he invested money into what? Or they? The go-go gadget wiener? Gadgety wieners. That's like what? Multi-million dollar industry? All right, I'm exhausted. My daily quota of dad jokes. I'll catch you later. Yeah, thank you, Zaru, for joining us. Keeping things lively. I appreciate that. Yeah, that's not always the case on a Mizu Paintz um, live stream. Yesterday was pretty quiet for a long time. I did almost 5.5 hours yesterday straight with no breaks. Today won't be that lucky. My wife said you got till about 9 p.m. and then I got to work on prepping stuff for tomorrow's lunches, and then also dinner. What were we gonna do? I think we were doing taco salad stuff again. Old tacos. Man, we're just going hard on taco salads this week. Have a great day, Zaru. And you're always welcome here with as many dad jokes as you can think of. I gotta hear what Nick's saying. You don't have BRB on your YouTube lives. All right, we're just. Uh oh. I don't know if that meant my earbud microphone died completely because I can't remember. Thank goodness for two earbuds. So that I always have one ready to go, one that's charging and ready to go. Hey, Eyes of Art. I haven't seen an Eyes of Art live in a while. She's going live. I wonder if she's doing digital or painting. If you're still there, Doc Goddess, what are you painting? what were you painting? Said you were doing some watercolors. Hey, good morning, Ralphie. Thank you for stopping by. Hope your morning is starting off well. Going to be finishing that drawing of Juan de Juanez's Last Supper, which is turning out excellent, I have to say. Just had a cup of coffee, getting ready to go with the coffee. I always make coffee in the morning. Then usually I have to wait till I get to work to drink it, unless I have the day off. Then it's make my wife's coffee first and then make my coffee. What's going on with Badley's stream just stopped? I don't think my earbud was trying to connect. No, I don't want my earbuds connecting. I see. That's okay, you guys. This was okay when I had two different earpods I can use. One in each ear, one for listening to noise. You know the rules, yeah, I believe. There we go. So we're just rolling this up. Right now I'm in between in the yard, just a quick bucket and flowers. I'm an amateur. Just finished an oil still life and doing projects in between. Fix my French easel. Oh, you know what? I have a French easel that I got from a friend, and it needs repair because can't remember what's going on. Either the legs, something's wrong with the legs. And it was nice to have because I was using it as a second easel inside, but never had a chance to take it outside. It's tough when you have limited amount of time in a day for doing things, especially when you have a day job. It'd be nice to be a full time artist. Maybe one day, maybe one day that would be something I strive towards. But I get anxiety uh, not knowing when my bills will be paid. So I have to have I have to have a day job, something steady, and that doesn't really. If you're trying to be a full time artist, it doesn't really go together. I mean, some people make it happen. I certainly make it happen somehow, but I'm not. That means a lot of my time is not devoted to making art. So I did some woodworking. I had no plugs in the drawer to keep it in track. Oh, okay. So, so the drawer just kept sliding up. I have to take a look at the one I have and see if it's possible to repair it. It'd be nice to have that second easel back. Okay, we're trimming. Jeez, it takes me what, 5 minutes to do one of these? And I said I probably need six more. There was one. This is number two. I guess if I didn't, if I didn't just ramble on so much, I could be a little bit more focused. But yeah, what's the fun in that? What is the fun in that? I don't work because I'm disabled, so I try to do art to get me out of bed, and it's a healing thing. Nice. Art is definitely a good reason, I think, to get out of bed. Whatever, whatever it is, that- whatever you are making, even if it's just a simple sketch or something like this, large scale project piece that's like you have no idea what to do with it afterwards. All right. Got to give it a little slack. Kind of losing it towards this side. And that I made stick out a little bit too much. All right, I don't think I need to use the. I don't think I need to use this. Am I getting glue stuck somewhere? Yes. Yeah, yeah. All right, all right, all right, all right. Um, I installed the plugs, and it took a lot of sanding to get it to work. That's like my front door. Um, I'm repairing my front door to our place because there was some, I don't know, it's like dry rot. Oh, the front panel for uh, just under the glass was missing. I have no idea what happened there, but it's kind of been like that since me and my wife. We got married, and then I moved in here. So it's so close. I got it all patched up. There's just a few little areas I need to add wood filler to kind of smooth it out, and then I can finally paint it. I had to replace some molding that I couldn't really match, but as long as it's looking finished and not like somebody's delivering to an abandoned house. 'Cause after that, I gotta sand and refinish all the trim in the porch, and then outside around the door, window, all of the doors, windows. Um, oh yeah, that's a job. I used Bondo to patch up the rotten parts of my garage door when it was rotty. Yeah. Well, I have an aluminum door, but the frame, I think the frame of the door on the garage, the side door, The base of the frame is rotting, and then what do they call it? The threshold, that completely started to disintegrate, and I think just kind of loosely stays in there because the door is always closed. Why did I just tape that back down? I need to roll this up. So yeah, our place needs a lot of work. Some cosmetic, some major stuff. Our foundation is shit. It's a 1900s house. So yep, it's just old, and that's okay. We'll we'll do it. Or if we ever get any money, we can hire somebody to do it. I do not envy you with all those difficult jobs. Yeah, I have a fascia I need to reattach that the gutter is attached to. So that's fun. It's just one of the corners of the house. And now we have a pair of pigeons trying to roost, set up home in an area of my soffit where the soffit is exposed. We have like kind of a aluminum under cover where the soffit is, and the piece is one of the corners of the back of the house opened up. We, jeez, I think we had a raccoon up in there one time, and now these pigeons they just taken up home. So we have this light at our back door, which is pretty much next to the soffit that's exposed. Um, I feel bad because if I close up the little opening in the soffit now, I don't know if they have a nest in there with some eggs. I don't want to trap them. And I'd have to get one of those cameras on an extension to see, because the soffit goes right up to the back of the house, because we have a little extension off the main part of the house, which is then the back door. There's a light next to the back door. And the other day, the pigeon was on top of the light, and I didn't notice it right away. And then I saw it, and it's just like staring at me. So I'm like entering into the house. I'm like, don't worry, buddy, you're okay. Just do your thing, whatever that is. Just don't cause any trouble. Don't don't ruin the inside of the soffit. But yeah, when we had our roof replaced a few years ago, 3 or 4 years ago, when we had like some major high winds come in and kind of ruin people's roofs, and our roof was needing to be replaced probably way before that. When they replaced the roof and they attached the gutters back on, because I didn't go for the gutters. I just asked them to put the old gutters back on. Um, for some reason, the fascia board with the gutter on it wasn't quite matching where the fascia attaches to. Somehow they got it to attach, but then over the years, it's just kind of come away from the studs of the A-frame. So, and now there's a gap because we had them. I had them put on new subroof. I just had them cover it actually, old boards with plywood, and I think I don't know. It kind of pushed the fascia when they attached it back because of the plywood. I don't know. They didn't seem like they did a very good job. I mean, they did a good job, but it's probably easier for them to put on a new gutter and all that than take an old one and put it back on. Pigeons. I love my birds. Yeah, my wife thought they were mourning doves because we've seen them. We've seen a mourning dove in our bird. We have two bird baths on our back deck, and then right now a couple hanging pots with some. Um, oh shoot, I can't remember the name of the flowers. Um, but we got a we got quite a few honeybees that come to our bird baths to get water, and then sparrows and stuff come and bathe in there. So we got quite a bit of wildlife that comes through our place, even though we're kind of in the inner city. They love their water. I put them out too. Yeah. Actually, there's three. There's three bird baths. One sits on a a cement bench that we also have on the deck. It needs a pedestal, but it's actually cracked so it leaks. So I don't really fill it unless it rains. And then, even though it leaks, um, it still fills with water, and then it doesn't leak, which is weird. Only when I fill it from the hose does it leak. But when it rains and fills up, it doesn't leak. Once you start, it's a whole daily thing. I'm deep in. That's so good. You do that. Yeah, it's nice because our bedroom window is right there looking onto we don't have a huge back deck. It's probably about 8 by 12, maybe. But it's still nice because I need to get the hummingbird feeders up because I saw a hummingbird fly through really quickly in some of the flowers in our little side gardens. But if we put the feeders out, we might see a few. There was one that was pretty territorial and wouldn't let some of the other ones get close. And then we've also seen orioles come through. Geez, I saw one of those little blackbirds with the red that you usually find near water, like ponds and stuff, lakes, and the tall grass. Bathing in our bird bath. It's having a good old time cleaning itself out off. Okay. Was this number 3? I think this one was number 3. Number 3. Oops. So I said 6. So I might be pretty close. Whoops. Might be close. Oh, I think these kind of pleats. Are they pleats if they go horizontal? I feel like maybe 3 more. But this one, it's weird that this one's all fat. Like, I don't know if I'm making these thick enough. My measurement was a inch and a half thickness. Maybe I need to go 2 inches. But they've all been inch and a half. I don't know why these are like thicker. We'll just keep it inch and a half. Inch and a half. You said I started with 1 and now have 2, so I see where this is going with 3. I was using a porcelain sink, but it started leaking, so I'm using large glass baking cake pans. Okay. Well, I can't say I've gone um, that more repurposing route with our bird bath. I think all 3 of ours are the cast cement ones that you can buy at the big box home stores. But I wouldn't mind trying to make my cast my own out of cement. But that's also another project that's like, okay, I got all these other projects I need to focus on. Quit, quit getting sidetracked. But yeah, I'm sure the birds would use whatever. They don't care anything as long as it has water in it. We also have chipmunks that come around, and I had some kind of plastic tubs, garden tubs that I had water lilies in for some years, and then I would bring them in during the winter and had them like whatever hibernating in the basement. And the last season, uh, I don't know, they just didn't come back after like I don't know 3 or 4 years, 3 years maybe. Use the Merlin app. Yeah, the chipmunks go to your bird. Yeah, yep. Same here. The bird food does not last between them and the squirrels. My wife was talking about how there's a squirrel that she sees because her side of the bed is right next to the window. There's a squirrel because we have these old dish cables that run from the garage to the house, and the squirrels will use them as to do their trapeze act on. She said one day there's a particular squirrel with huge balls that had flashed her. Like she's like, he does it on purpose, and I'm like, okay. He's like, he has the biggest balls I've ever seen on a squirrel. I'm like, I'm glad I don't see that. And I don't know if it's the same one. He keeps going to the bird bath, our railing where the bird baths are, like right next to the railing, and then jumps up from there onto the wires. It's probably about time I take those down because we haven't had dish in many, many years. So they're just an eyesore, actually. Definitely, definitely for my wife if she's being flashed by squirrels. He's ballsy. Yeah, definitely. Uh, I'm like, I'm glad your side of the bed has the window. I'm the one that deals with all the when the cats barf all over the place. So I gotta have the side of the bed where I can jump out real quickly and go run and clean up cat vomit. Man, it's already almost 8 p.m. Quarter to 8, and I did four of these. They two, four, six, eight, 10 of them yesterday. I didn't spend the entire 5 hours doing this because I was cleaning. I had to clean up this front half of the garage because I have a bunch of canvases um, that are partially in the process of being worked on, but some that have been sitting around for ages. They're all kind of on the bigger side. And I only had one of these panels up on the wall. And since this is a triptych, I needed all three of them um, up on the wall at the same time so I can work on this thing as it as an entire as a whole because it wouldn't make sense to not be able to work on all three at the same time since they're separate but one. And when I add something to it, I need to be able to see how it affects the whole entire piece and not just one panel. And hopefully, and hope that it works with the other two. This way I can visually see it if it works or not. But most of the time, I'm not. I'm just adding stuff. So adding. Yeah, very large canvases. Um, from like 3 foot by 4 foot, 36 by 48 inches, up to like um, is it 60 by 60 maybe square ones, or is it not quite 60? Maybe nope, 60, 60 by 54. I have one that's 5 foot by 7, another that's like 4 foot by 6 feet. So I have a bunch. Yeah, very very large. And I just needed to make the wall space. And they were taking up half of the garage, so I had to move them. Actually, they're leaning up against all the boxes. So I could not park a vehicle, and this is a single car garage. I could not park a vehicle in here at all. I could barely park a bicycle or two. Um, Behind me is a whole wall of smaller canvases and plywood and stuff like that. So I do not have, I'm not lacking in materials to work with or work on. Um, a, a habit of building and starting canvases and then not completing them. So that is my resolution. My only resolution for this year was to work on finishing artwork that I had started over the years, over the many years, and yeah, I've been somewhat successful. Even though the last three canvases that I finished were new art. Well, I can't say that because I started the underpaintings for those last fall. So I guess I was finishing work that I started. They weren't completely brand new canvases. Okay, okay. What are we? How much are we trimming on this? Each. Wait, come on. Need to be able to see. So right about here. Yeah, smaller works are definitely the kind of better option when you don't have the space or the storage. But there's nothing like working on something that feels like you can step into. I thought I measured this, but I cut a little too much off of it. That's okay, I guess. Maybe I can, if I slide this over, can I add a little piece? How much? Hold on a second, guys. There's got to be some caulk on there. Oh, God, where'd it go? Or, what about that one? No, that's not bulky enough. Well, I don't know if that's going to do anything. But stick out. All right. That is number, did I say number 5? I think I did 4 and this is 5. I could be off. There could be 7. It could be 7. Oh, and I forgot I wanted to spray um, another one of these representations of an electron, proton, electron. Okay, let's clean off this. It's getting a little gummed up. Little gummy gum. Thanks, guys. Oh, for still the 3 likes. Thank you, guys. I thought maybe there would have been some more likes. Some sessions you just don't get that many likes. Maybe because YouTube's like, man, you're streaming too much. You did a 5 hour session yesterday. Probably not quite a 2 hour session today. Maybe 2 hours. I think I started around 7. Oh boy, let's see. Yep. So that was no, that was 4. So maybe yeah, it is 6. Oh my gosh. You could tell where I stopped and then I started. This is big space. Oh well, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. It's not supposed to be an exact science. I don't know if you would call this expressionism. Okay, where's the plastic? Come on. We'll do 2, so I'll cut 2 of these. I cut 2 of them to find out that I can only do one more. That would be my luck. That's okay. It's weird how much smaller these pleats turned out. I guess that's what happens when you have to stop, come back to it. At least it's it's bigger down here than it is up here, so that it kind of gives you a sense of the weight down below, kind of like gravity doing its thing. Okay, okay. You said I'm getting my practice in because I have a bunch of large panels to work on. Oh, okay. How big of a panel are you talking about? Are they like, is it wood or is it like canvas? When you say panel, I'm assuming wood. And is it cradled or just a piece like plywood or something? These I cradled because the wood is about a 1/4 inch. I think it was like 1/4 inch birch veneer. So I'm not sure what the inner part was. Can't say if the whole entire thing was birch, but um, yeah, it was purchased at the big box store. Not sure if I've seen. They might still have them. All right, let me put this one aside, and then we'll do. Excuse me, one more. I gotta prep a bunch of breakfast burritos for the weekend. So that'll be 4, one for me and one for my wife for 2 days. Or maybe I should just, well, I don't want to do too much. Then they start taking up space in the freezer too. You said 24 by 30, 24 by 30. That's still pretty decent size. Those are probably like just the right size if you're working. You're not trying to go huge, but you're also not trying to work miniature scale. Oh, dang it. I wasn't trying to fold those yet. Okay, which. Okay, okay. Hmm, I forgot tomorrow I am taking part in a group show and I need to frame the piece. Shouldn't be too difficult, but I need to frame the piece that I'm putting in the show. Only one piece. It's 18 by 24. So yeah, about that. A little bit smaller than what you were talking about. But he said I bought them. They are oil primed linen back panels. Oh, ah, that sounds nice. Linen, oil primed linen. So I'm sure those aren't cheap. Centurion is the brand. Okay, I'm assuming that's what you meant when you said Centurion. I may have heard of them before. Yeah, I think I have. I have a mannequin and also a skeleton and a lot of dresses, instruments, and stuff I can paint. Maybe that's why I happened upon that. That's interesting that you did come upon because he's only been doing this pretty recently. At least I want to say within this. Well, no, he's been working from life for. When did I find his channel? Like a couple of years ago, year and a half maybe. I want to say. Let's see. There was last year. It may be 2 years now since I found his channel. And I think when I found his channel was right around the time when um, he kind of changed his art practice a little bit, and he started making his own paints, using his own paints. I think he was still somewhat working from photos, but then he started setting up his own still lives or working from. I think some of the early stuff was like some flowers that he was painting. He would still do the occasional portrait from photo, but lately he's been going pretty hard on uh, creating scenes to paint from, which I think is I I fully I fully back, even though that's not something I really do. Um, I will be doing a couple oil portraits. Actually, I just pulled a bunch of David Hockney photos off the internet, and I am going to add him to my portraits of corruption. So it won't be like your typical portrait, but it it allows me to justify using photo to do the portraits because that's kind of something I would always copy shit from image photos or whatever images I found on the internet. There's very few moments I could say I actually worked from life. There's one plein air painting that I could say I did. Well, no, a couple. One that I early on in my painting career, uh, that I would say that I'm proud of, even though when I look at it now, there's a lot of stuff about it that I definitely would like to go back and see how I would paint from life or plain air at this point in my painting time as a painter. Because I want to say when I did that, that may have been like the late 90s when I did that. So in my late 20s, they weren't cheap, but I happened upon a situation and ended up with them. It was advertising mistake. They said I bought them, and then there was a shipping where they sent me the order. Oh, wow! So basically, you got two for the price of one. If that was the same amount, well, that's not bad because they probably upcharged, um, and maybe you got them at cost. Because around here, I would have to order from like Blix or one of the other online conglomerates because all we have at this time, well, there is kind of like a boutique art shop in the main kind of artist studio loft space in town, but they don't really carry a lot. I've looked at their stuff on their website and they don't have like a ton of stuff. We used to have an art store here years ago when I first moved here, and I would go there. I loved that place, but they went out of business because of competition with the internet. Too many people ordering their supplies through the internet instead of going to the brick and mortar. And I think they had an issue with some of their employees stealing product too. But I always enjoyed going in there and just looking at all the stuff. And you know, they had the little discount thing, so I would always get my discount. And then I was sad when they closed. And now all we have is Michael's and Hobby Lobby. Or I drive almost 2 hours to the nearest Dick Blick store. Oh, Jerry's Artorama. You have a Blick's nearby. I love art stores. Yeah, I wish. When I lived in Minneapolis, there was quite a few art stores there that I would always go to. But sometimes I would go to like the hardware stores or the big box stores too. Just different places to buy materials. Like I don't order stretchers because they're super expensive. I'll just build my own frames and then buy rolls of canvas when I can afford it and um, do it that way. We have an art store in New Haven too. I am such a sucker for hardware store. Yeah, I love hardware stores. At the big box stores, when I go into the painting section, I always look at their discount. They always have a rack with discount stuff on it, and I'll look for the sample paints that people order up. And if it's not what they want, they'll discount it. They'll put it out on the rack and discount it. So I will buy. I don't have a problem. So I bought this orange sample Valspar. It was pretty decent brand. I think they're up in Minnesota. And uh, yeah, I got this orange. The time before that, which was probably not 3 or 4 days, they had this green and this kind of beige, yellowish beige color. And I've gotten so many of these, and they discount them at $2 a pop when they charge about $6. Actually, the young guy, I don't think he realized, but I got charged full price for this, even though it was discounted $2. I should have said something or went back, but I was like, oh, fuck it. I guess they can have their money. But yeah, because I've used oil enamels, latex, acrylic enamels, spray paint, acrylic paint, like artist grade acrylic paints. I love golden, but I'll use whatever I can get. But I typically, if I'm buying acrylic paints, I'm buying golden. Um, but lately, it's been the Dick Blick brand because you can get bigger amounts for about I don't know about the same. What else? I haven't put any oil paint in any of these. I don't know if I'll add oil to any of this stuff. This is more, I guess, a little bit industrial, a little bit fine arty, a lot of repurposed materials. I'm just experimenting with these panels. Oh, fantastic on the paint deals. I got some paint chips to practice mixing. Oh, yeah, I see. That's what Nick has the big paint sample book or whatever that he'll pull out when he does his color mixing streams sometime. I always love those streams. If you ever get a chance. And he doesn't do them as often as he used to, but I guess if you collect enough oily points, maybe you can suggest or use oily points to do a paint mixing stream. Doesn't need oil on yours. Yeah, I don't think this really needs oil. The only reason I would use oil, and you probably could get this with acrylic paint, but it's not the same. Just doesn't have the same feel. If I wanted big, nice, juicy swatches of brush strokes, more expressive brush strokes, but I don't know how well the oil layers would hold to the different types of paint. You got oil base. There might be some sign painters enamel. There's spray paint, like oil based spray paint or solvent based spray paint. Uh, there's artist grade, I think, acrylic based spray paint. acrylic paints, artist grade. Um, so yeah, because these outlines are oiled. The sign painters enameled the black outlines on this guy. So who knows how well oil paint would hold over time on any of this stuff. All right, I got that one wrapped. I got this other one to wrap, and then hopefully, because it's 8:15, I got 45 minutes. It shouldn't take me 45 minutes to wrap this and apply them. But I might want to spray uh, some more little electron images, electron, proton. I don't know which one's which. There's one back here, peeking, just barely peeking through. This one is a version with a couple colors, and I smashed the paint onto the stencil or into the stencil. So it's very, very, oh, how would I describe that? In some areas, it's like really sharp, but then other areas, it kind of, it's blobby or it's missing. But then it has that mashed paint look to. Hey, Rome, welcome back. How's it going? You out there? You on the streets, earning the skrill, the skrilla, earning that skrill. Hey, Ralphie, breakfast done. Dang, that was a long breakfast, Ralphie. I guess you got to get ready. It is morning. You got to get ready, get cleaned up, and all that. Time to get my last supper painting replication over with. This is it, huh? This is the day it gets done. No messing around. BRB, crispy bacon. Oh, wait, when you say crispy bacon, though, is that like the American style bacon or the English style bacon? Or I don't know if Canadian bacon's the same as English style bacon, but the English, I think they call American bacon streaky bacon. And what we think of bacon when we see their bacon is kind of more like the Canadian bacon type dealy, like a slice of ham or something. You said thanks for helping me out last night, Boss Mizu, about the year that Juan has painted his last. Yeah, 1560 or somewhere around there is what Google was saying. You could tell, like, I don't know if he was kind of like modeling his or taking inspiration from Leonardo's Last Supper, but he has, Leonardo's has kind of like a straight on um, kind of view, and then there's perspective, like a 1 point perspective, or maybe is it 2 point? But Juan's painting is kind of like a little bit more foreshortened because Leonardo's kind of stretches across like this panorama, where Juan kind of like foreshortens the image. Any kind of crowds. Like it looks like Leonardo. He like the apostles are kind of grouped together in threes. I want to say, if I recall correctly. I thought about doing my own version of the Last Supper, but then I'm like, Everybody's doing the Last Supper. Why would I do a Last Supper unless I really had some kind of reason to do a Last Supper? Especially Leonardo's Last Supper. That's just me. I mean, as subject matter, I think it's an excellent like narrative or story to create an image from. I already have a Raphael um, cartoon that was done for tapestry that I had started a long time ago that I should rework and try to finish. Every Filipino household has a Last Supper painting or drawing or printout in the dining halls of their house. Oh, so is this for your own personal space, or are you doing these for somebody, or doing this for somebody so that they have something to put in their home? I mean, the Last Supper is such a turning point in the story of Jesus's life. Yep, part of my collection of painting replications. Okay. Oh, okay. It's like it's almost like okay, who's the Judas? Who's the Judas of the meal time or any of the other apostles? I can't. I don't want to be Judas this time. I'm always Judas. I don't even like money. Oops, oops, oops. Come on. Oh, come on. Maybe this is my Last Supper. This triptych here is my Last Supper. I don't know where I would hang this in the dining area. No, we don't really don't have a dining area, a proper dining area. We always eat um, our meals in bed. Isn't that sad? We always eat our meals in bed. BMD will give me his critique of my painting replication for me to be mentored further. Oh, okay. Does he really lay into your work? Is he brutally honest when he does his critiques? I don't know if I'll be able to fit a sixth one in here. Doesn't seem like a whole lot of left on the end of this, but it might have to be really tight. Might have to be really tight. Maybe that's part of this. These these kind of things get smaller and narrower. Oh, look at that. Another big flat area. Well, you know what? I'll barely be able to squeeze one more on there. Just just barely. I don't need the tape, I don't think, anymore on these. Hey, there we go. We're losing some of the paint. Nice. That's what I was hoping for. Some paint loss after removing. Hey, there goes. Now we get a little bit more, a little window. I wonder. No, it doesn't seem like much is coming off. Also, whoops. Okay. He said he's not strict in giving critique. He always gives good compliments on my artworks, given that I always follow his techniques. Okay. Yeah, critiques are weird though. Depends on what that person is also looking for. Like not not everybody is always trying to get better. Oh, okay, guys. I don't know. This is gonna be a really tight one. I don't know if it'll affect this. Okay. Which side is thicker? Well, that's okay. Okay. Trim, where's my scissors? I don't know. It's cutting it really close. Oh, I forgot to do the spray thing I wanted to do. He said, okay, I read that already. Put these gloves on. Do I have another paper towel? Nick's got a decent block in. What's up with all the blood? What happened? Well, I don't know how well the pleated thing went, but at least at at the top there, I think we still have decent amount of caulking in here. Hopefully, it doesn't dry out completely. I don't know why this won't. Did I not use enough caulking right there? Just doesn't want to. I barely had enough surface area here to create a little tab for the glue take. So maybe that's just how it's supposed to be. We won't. We won't. We won't mess with it too much. That's the thing is you start overworking something and then it just becomes that. It just looks like something that's overworked. And maybe that's not a bad thing if you contrast it with things that seem effortless and not overworked. So there was a thing over here, and I gotta move the spray paint and try to find a new bag because I tore this bag to shreds. Maybe that bag can be used for something. I don't know. Or this chalk zero, I should clean this off and I could use that. Doesn't mean I can't attach stuff to this still. As far as the end bits, I'm touching. There was this I wanted to mount on there before I do. It's 835. I'll mount this particular sticker over here. More. A little bit more. Okay, move these paints. I need to get my seat in here. Okay. And figure out what brush I'm going to use since I effed up my other brush. I will use this one because I know I've used this one before in the past. Hopefully I make sure to clean this one off. I'm bringing this in the house when I'm trying to figure out what I can do with that other brush. If I can use Murphy's oil cleaner or something, or whatever orange stuff. Okay, the orange stuff. So I have this sticker here. So I had this kind of row of Sumo stickers, citrus stickers. And then I put, whoops, and this pulled some of it off, the acrylic medium. I have this piece of tape that covers that. And I have found one more Sumo sticker. It'd be nice to find some more, but I'm going to put it on top of the tape, which will give it, whoops, want to put it the right way though. Give it the sense that it's passing through, it's passing through this. So there's that. We'll put more medium over it. Who knows how well this medium will hold up over the years, but hopefully, because there's a lot of plastic. Okay, come on. And I'm not really doing it too thick. Trying to keep the layers thin. What is going on here? Okay. Okay, guys, what if we used, where's our water? Yep. If I can get some more of those sumo stickers, that'd be nice to extend this sticker worm, is what I'm calling it. I'm hoping that it mimics some stuff, some digital tool type stuff. Those digital tools. All right, where are we at? 840, guys? Okay. That would be cool. We're going to stick some of these. Oops. Let's go back to the second panel. I'm going to try and stick some of these labels and get rid of this. There's tape. Tape that doesn't belong on any of that yet. Not yet. Not yet. Okay. Corey, I finally received payment on the book you are working on. I will put a payment through on Monday. Yay! Getting paid for one part of, or the next step that I completed for the kids' book. Getting paid. Who doesn't love to get paid? Can't really push too hard on this, but I want it to seal well. This is my trump, Loy. I didn't physically paint these. Actually, they are.
Lily's on the floor.
Okay, I'll come get her. Babe. All right. Okay. Sorry about that, guys. My wife called me. I gotta get the dog. Where's my water? I want to make sure this stays wet. And we're getting the dog. Hold on, guys. Getting the dog. Hey, Sabrina Suburban Garden. Good evening to you. I'll be right back because dog's gotta go potty. Potty, potty, potty. Poop bag and yeah, you gotta go pee during all that water last time I came in. Come on, let's go potty. Potty, potty. Come on, you got more to do? More to doing? Come on, you. I gotta finish what I'm doing and then get to meal prepping. Come on, girl. Come on, girl. Get your potty on. Get your potty on. Good girl. Oh, you gotta get your pill, your medication. I forgot about that. God, I gotta mow the lawn too. Shoot, too much playing. Come on, you, Lily. Come on, come on. She's looking at me like STFU, STFU. Come on, you. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. What you up to? Trying to come in, see what's going on? You trying to come in, see what's going on? Come here. Here you. She's like, I don't know if I want to cross into that, whatever's going on in there. I don't know. I want to come. You coming in here? I see some fireflies. You, Lily, Lily, oh, Lily, come on. Where'd you go? She's like, screw that. Well, come on. Come here. Come here. Come down this alley. Come here, Lily. Come down the alley. Ah, crazy dog. She's like, okay. There she is. There's Lily. Daddy, come here. Lily. Hi. Say hello, Lily. 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 Come here, Lily. Lily. Come here. Lily. Lily girl. Lily. Lily. Okay, do we gotta go? All right, guys, we're putting you back on the stand. And then we're taking the dog in, and I'll be right back. Hey, you. Guess I don't need to plug that back in. Don't. 'Cause I ain't gonna be on much longer. Come on, you. Let's go. 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 Nope. Get out of the flower bed. Come on. Get out of. No. Get out of. Get away from the flower bed. I'm telling you. Cut it out. Go. Go. Hey. Go. Come on. Let's go. Come on, you. Let's go. Come on. Let's go. Let's go, you. You're not doing nothing else. Causing trouble. You're troubly trouble, so come on. Cat, get back in there. Put this earbud bun in real quick. Do this real quick. Thanks, guys, for the 4 likes. We got 8 minutes, but technically, probably just 4. Just 4 minutes. Because we kind of got to get things going by 9, huh? Come on. Come on. You want to be a pain in the butt. You want to be a pain in the booty. Get that. You can see this stuff popping off. Popping off. It's almost like paper machine. Paper mache. Paper mache. Okay, guys. Paper mache. Paper mache. I'll put these on here. Must have been when I took the phone call. Sorry about that, everybody. Nobody's watching. But anyway, thank you, everybody, for joining. Hopefully you can hear me. Let's shout everybody out. Thank you, Rumpelstiltskins, Dot Goddess. I know there was other people, but I think it got cut. Thank you, Ralphie Draws, and Rome Dog. Yes, don't want to forget Rome Dog. Thank you, Rome Dog. Guys, go check out Ralphie Draws, Rome Dog, and not not sure if Dot Goddess does any YouTubing. And I don't think Rumpelstiltskin does. Or Sabrina Suburban Garden. But thank you, Sabrina Suburban Garden, for joining me tonight. Hope everybody has a wonderful day or evening, wherever you're at in the world. And until next time, peace and bye for now, guys.